love rap music. Is this when you really were getting into it?
Yeah. When I was on Wine Street, it was basically Bismarcky. I've always been a fan of Michael Jackson. I never forget I bought the tape Bismarcky going off. The Vapors was on it, and later on, like I said,
that's the name of the tape.
Yeah, the Vapor. Well, the name of the tape is Bismarcky Goes Off.
Oh, okay.
But the song The Vapors is on the tape. It was ended up being a single. But Ron Rico introduced me to the Ghetto Boys, and that was that down south music that I'm still attached to.
Yeah. Oh God, yes, y'all. You love
and the first
it's down south music.
Yes, Rap a Lot is the best. Yes, and like I say, we've been tight ever since. I remember the time when we all got together, and Ron had a yellow boom box from Holly Myers that he had a strap on it.
For those who don't know, Holly Myers was like a furniture store, but they sold like other goods too.
Right on Highway 76.
Yes, honey. You got something for Holly Myers, you was happy because it was brand new.
Brand new. and worth some money. And they had a payment arrangement.
Yes. They was the very first farmer's furniture for.
Definitely. Yeah. Because I realized that later on, once I started working at Pilloid made furniture for them.
Definitely.
Yeah. But we used to walk around playing Ghetto Boys, playing NWA. I never forget the time we walked playing F the Police, and the police riding by, and we walked up to Food Chief one time playing F the Police, and I think they actually questioned us about that when we came outside and stuff. But it wasn't no problem or no issue. God, there's so many memories behind that. What else? Times where we used to just walk through town and they used to ask us where we going. I mean, we really had nothing to do with, but we ended up hanging out. The younger ones, the ones around my age or younger, we used to all get together and ride bicycles up to Rainbow Video. Because Rainbow Video was a video store, but it had a game room in the back of it. And like some of the guys used to shoot pool. I didn't know how to shoot pool, so I used to get on the video game, and then they had a thing where they had this paper clip, and they used to hit this wire, like right down there by the little change, little thing that you put your quarters in.
You know, to this day, they still try to get over the game.
And they hit up and put like unlimited credits up there, so you basically playing the game all day, and everybody just taking turns. You play the game. I don't care if it's daggone Mike Tyson Punch Out or John Elway's Quarterback or Pac-Man or Gallagher or anything like that. Now back then, I don't know if Pac-Man and Gallagher was on the same game. No, back then they wasn't. Later on, Pac-Man and Gallagher was on the same video game.
Oh God, yes. I had an Atari, so I never really have a reason to go to the game rooms like that. And I know people think game rooms, they think of pool or like computer game rooms. Oh no, we talking about like video games.
Actual video games that they sell in the stores now.
Yeah, they sell them in the store, the stand-up video games.
And we'd be there just killing it. Ninja Turtles. Oh God, we used to have Ninja Turtle tournaments.
I used to like Mike Tyson Knockout for some reason. I was not good at it, but I love to play it. Yeah.
Then later on, daggone little Marky, my little cousin the Marky that stayed next door, ended up getting a Nintendo. Everybody was at his house. Everybody from Duck Hunt to Mario and on.
Yeah, I like that. I had a Nintendo I had a Nintendo with all the cartridges, and I had a Nintendo case that you sat it in and everything. I don't know. I wish I kept that monkey to this day because it is worth some money.
Definitely a collector's item. And man, I remember that time I got mine. I wouldn't even want to come out of my room. I played them games so much. I mean, I was just fascinated.
I really was. You remember Pong?
Yeah, I remember Pong.
Oh my God, that's the world's worst game. But you would be addicted playing it.
But you know the game that my cousin was the only one I knew had an Atari. My cousins in Marion, I used to call them Bo Short Pumpkin, which is really Eric Graves and Ernest Graves, and Juanita Graves, which is Rochelle. When I used to go to their house, they had an Atari back in like the late 80s and early 90s and stuff, and they had this game called Combat. It used to be like a various, like different games, but it was like so civilized.
It was civilized. You know, I also had that too because I wanted for one game, Frogger.
I couldn't stand Frogger because I could never get across that daggone room.
It was timing. You had to have time.
My favorite one was pole position.
Oh my goodness,
Yes.
I could never play it.
Yes, I love pole position. Pole position. That was the only game I wanted to play. I did not want to play no Frogger. I did not. I watched them play, but I'm not playing it. You want to? Nope.
That's all I wanted to do was play Frogger. That's all I wanted to do. We had other games, but I couldn't tell you. And then I got Castlevania, and then I was stuck on the game again. I was like, oh my God. That's all I want to play.
Well, my main thing, like, most of my childhood, one of the part of childhood I really enjoyed was, like, on Fridays, I knew my Aunt Hilda was coming to pick me up and go to Marion for the whole weekend and then come back on Sundays. And it's like I had a full adventure in Marion. And I'm about to come back to boring old Mullins, and here we go again with the same old boring stuff, the same old boring people. And, I mean, that's just how I felt like when I was growing up and stuff. Because, like I said...
Don't worry, he still feel that way to this day. He had to go back home.
I was staying in the projects and stuff, and it wasn't really too much to do but hang out with the fellas. And the girls were acting iffy, and then the fellas were talking to almost the girls that was in the neighborhood. You got a few of the guys end up having kids from the same girls. I'm not doing that. No, never.
That's how
ever. No. I'm good.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. But, I mean, to the point where riding a bicycle just around a little circle, a sidewalk circle, can't go on the road, can't leave off the back porch, can't leave off the porch. Oh, yeah, I forgot. The football in the middle of the projects on Sundays, that was another great time too. Cause we had different neighborhoods coming by there, even people from out of town playing sandlot football in the back of the projects. Fats used to be back there. Oh yeah, the guy named Anthony Sanders. He used to be back there. L. Lee, my homeboy, rest in peace. Vic, Tron P, all them boys, man, all the OGs, and even the guys that's around with me, they used to all be back there. We played back there on Sundays and stuff, and we just have a good time.
I know that's right, Marcus. Like I say, our childhood ain't the best, and most of us that I know of in my little piece of the world, we grew up mainly about the same. Some people grew up poor, and some people grew up poor. Some people grew up not below middle class, but middle class, and then some people were middle class and upper class. But we all went to the same high schools together. We all went to the same junior highs together. And either with Marcus, when he went to the Job Corps, he was still with different people or different classes, but they all have similar backstories. Because back then, everybody was the same. You couldn't get no different. Your parents were doing much better than my parents, but it still was the same.
And plus, the house parties, they had house parties in the projects, and they was off the hook. The Pringles had a big one time. I never forget it. It was nice. Then Barbara and them had one. I went to that one. That was the night.
You know what my cousin Barbara had?
Yeah, when their mama stayed in the projects.
Oh, okay.
And I never forget that. That was the night right before I went to Job Corps. And Red Bull, the actual beer, not the energy drink, but the actual beer was out. And we was drinking it like it was regular beer. That junk had me so sick. I was covered over the toilet bowl in my mama house. My stepdad, if he was alive to this day, he could tell you the story. He had to come and get me and put me in the shower.
Keep you from aspirin on
in the shower. Too much. Yes, I was totally intoxicated. And I said, ever since that day, I said I never drink a Red Bull no more, and I never have.
You ain't talking about the energy drink. You talking about Red Bull, the beer.
I just said that.
Yeah, but people like, what Red Bull?
You can look it up. You can look it up on your Google. Red Bull, actual beer. Matter of fact, when Dana ex boss man Marvin
Oh my
was
God.
alive, and he took that trip on a cruise ship to Jamaica, and he came back. We went to visit him, and he gave me two Red Bulls of 24 ounce and a 12 ounce. I said, I don't know what you want me to do with these, but I'm finna give these away.
I remember that. You weren't drinking them.
Not drinking them. One time was enough for me.
I said, my goodness. But he was the dude, that type of guy he was. He liked to drink and he wants you to be drunk with him. No. This ain't no shared game.
Definitely not. But another fond memory of living in the projects with that time, I'll never forget it. I was at home asleep. My stepdad Earl was at the house. We were driving a green Cadillac. The Cadillac got missing. Somebody stole the Cadillac.
Wow.
And go put my name in it. And couldn't find out it was my own cousin Michael Leggett.
Well, how you know? Oh, Michael Leggett.
Yeah, they gonna say I stole the Cadillac. And everybody like, how you stole the Cadillac when he was in his room asleep? That was crazy.
That's how it be. Growing up.
And them project boys, they used to love them steel bikes. And they almost had a bicycle shop, like a chop shop for cars. Use the parts and switch them out. Go through neighborhoods and ride over people's bikes. I remember one time we went to Central Drugs. I riding the bicycle. Somebody rode on the handlebars and just jumped off the handlebars, grabbed the bicycle, kept riding behind us. And we were right back to the projects. Them guys can strip a bike now. Don't get it twisted. They can strip a bike.
I never really had that happen in where I lived at. Especially at that time, I didn't even live. I lived on Gateway in like the 90s, so definitely didn't have that. Not like that happen to me.
Yeah, I used to go down Gateway when they get bored of the projects and stuff and visit my little homegirl Shalonda. We always been cool. And
that's when he found out I lived in a neighborhood with all females, no males.
The only thing I know it was some people over that way. I had a classmate named Nika Brunson over that way. Never been to her house. Shalana and them house I used to go to and just chill. And sometimes we just get out and walk, just talk, just have a good time. And then you should walk her back home, and then I'll walk back to the projects.
You enjoyed your life.
It was interesting. It should be a book.
Well, what's stopping you from writing into a book?
Yeah, I got plenty of details.
Yeah, put your stories down, do something with it. You know, never know. Publish it. Hey, you publish it on Amazon, I'll be right there to read it. You know, I love a good book. Like I said, your stories are interesting anyway. I mean, we talk about your life growing up, my life growing up all the time, so I enjoy it. I really do. And I like to hear about your life in Georgia. And I think that probably we're going to talk about that the next time on the podcast, about your life growing up in Georgia.
Yeah, from Mullins Street to Georgia. Yeah, from Mullins Street.
That's going to be the title.
Yeah, from Mullins Street from Mullins Street to Athens, Georgia. Yeah.
Mullins Street to Athens, Georgia. Definitely is a title that we need to work on. But if that's what you like, that's what we'll do.
Yep.
So it is getting a little late for both of us. I have to work in the morning, and Marcus is off this evening, so that's why we finished doing the part 2 to growing up in his Mullins. Is there anything else you want to add, Mr. Marcus?
I want to give a shout out to my young sisters, India, Shalonda, Leggett, Jason. Love y'all. Anybody else listening from Mullins, love y'all too. See y'all one day, but not soon. So, y'all hold it down and everything, and we'll be getting back with y'all.
Well, we're going to wrap this podcast up. This is Dana Leggett. This is my podcast. Talk about anything and all about nothing. Y'all have a good night.
Deuces.